us out. TheLookout.com. THALO. Whatever, you get it. I think it's irrational for me to be satisfied with just being good.
Welcome to the Lookout Podcast. I am Mixtape Meeko, hosting today's show. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at The Lookout. That's THALOOKOUT. And also like us on Facebook, facebook.com/The Lookout. And you can follow me on Twitter at Mixtape Meeko. That's MIXTAPEMEEKO. And for all my beat heads out there, I got a few beat tapes out on the internet. Check them out at mixtapemeeko.bandcamp.com. And I have a lot of my music on there, including my newest beat tape, Plato's Retreat. So go check that out and support it. For all my hip hop heads, check out K-Flow. All his music is on kflow.bandcamp.com, including our new EP that we just recorded, Fan Base with Taste. I'm gonna have a lot of the songs from that playing throughout the show today. Make sure you go check that out and support it also. And you can follow K-Flow on Twitter at TheRealKFlow. That's DAREALKAYFLOW. Alright, before we get into the content, I got an announcement to make for all my beat makers and producers. There will be a Flip That Sample beat competition brought to you by TheLookout.com. So pretty much, we're going to provide a sample, you download it, do your thing with it, and the winner gets a $50 Guitar Center gift card, and it will be featured in the producer spotlight on TheLookout.com. If you want more details, you can go on the website and click on Beat Competition. And, I go over the rules with you right now. So, you go on the site. It's going to be, it's a tab at the top for it. It's easy to find. And then you download the sample that's provided. And you flip it, do your thing with it. And save the beat as your name in the MP3 format. And not your government name. I mean, if you go by your government name, that's cool, but whatever name you go by. So, for example, for those of you who need that certainty, if I was going to submit an entry, I would name the beat mixtapemeeko.mp3 or mixtape_meeko.mp3. But you email your entries to podcast@thelookout.com. and put contest in the subject line. And I'm going to say that again because there's a lot of hard-headed people out there that be sending emails to the wrong place. But you submit or email your entry, your beat, to podcast@thelookout.com and put contest in the subject line. Now, in the body of the email, we recommend that you put your name. Once again, it don't have to be your government name, the name that you go by as a producer or a beat maker. So your name, a photo, Twitter and Facebook links, any website links, and a description or a short bio. Now the reason we recommend this information is because the winner will receive the gift card, and it will be put in the producer spotlight on TheLookout.com. So if you win and we don't have any information on you, then you're gonna have pretty much an empty post like, hey, here's the winning beat for the competition. So we recommend you put that info, and it's only one entry per person, and the deadline is July 31st. So there you go, a beat competition. The winner gets a $50 Guitar Center gift card and featured in the producer spotlight on TheLookout.com. Deadline is July 31st, so go ahead and get your entry in. Alright, today's show is going to be about portable studio solutions for the Beatmaker. We're going to be doing another show for the producer. And for those of you who don't know, I'm sure many of you do, there's a difference between a Beatmaker and a producer, and I will go over it briefly. The Beatmaker, like the name says, just makes beats. Like they make a beat and then give it to an artist or sells it to an artist, and then that's it. It's out of their hands from that point. The producer makes the beat and goes through the process of goes through the recording process with an artist and guides the artist through the recording process. So they're there with that beat from the time it was made till it was finished into a complete track. So that's the difference between a beat maker and a producer. Now, the reason for portability, like as a beat maker, why you would want to be portable, I would talk from my experience, it's because inspiration hits me the most when I'm out of the studio. Like whenever I'm driving or out of town, that's when different ideas hit me. And it's like I want to go back to the studio to lay down the ideas, but by the time I get back there, like the motivation is gone. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have experienced that before. So that's basically the reason for portability, so you can lay down your stuff right away. Now the gear, this is the most important thing, the gear for portability. If you want to be real simple, you can use an iPhone. I'm not even going to say iPhone, you can use your smartphone, because you can do some stuff with Android too. So you could use your phone or your tablet. Now for the iPhone, they have apps, GarageBand. You can make beats in there. I don't know how many tracks they give you, but I mean, like you can do your drums, guitar, keyboard, any kind of instrument, or not any kind, but they have some instruments, and you can also voice record on GarageBand. So, and then they have an app called iMachine. This is the one I'm familiar with. The iMachine, it allows you like to sketch out a beat. I mean, you can make a beat in it, but I use it for sketching. And you don't have to be a machine owner, like to own the machine software and the big unit. You don't have to have that to use iMachine. I recommend you do, so you can use it to its fullest potential, because you can transfer whatever you did in the iMachine over to the machine software. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show y'all an example of that in the description. I'm going to put a song that where the beat was sketched out in iMachine, and then I got with Antona, transferred it over to the machine, added some stuff to it, and it ended up making a complete song out of it. So I'm gonna put that in the description. And the name of the song, I think, was called Bringing Me Down. So look for that in the description. And with your tablet, I know with the iPad you can use GarageBand. It has iMachine on there also. So as far as the Android, I know they have an app. I don't know all the apps they have, but like if you have an Android and you know of beat making software in it or apps, share it with us. Talk about it, discuss it. But I know of one called by Supreme the Beatmaker. It's called Supreme MPA. I think that means music production app. I used to have an Android a long time ago, and I remember he was first promoting this, like when it first came out, and I downloaded it, and it was cool. And I know now he's still like updating it, he's still promoting it. I read like really good reviews on it. So for the Android users, check out that Supreme MPA. Now, another setup for the Beatmaker is the laptop with the DAW, digital audio workstation, and no MIDI keyboard. So you just got your computer with your software on it, with your music software on it, and you could use your keys. I actually seen Young Speeds do this, and he killed it. He was using the keyboard keys, the keys that you type with, to make the beat, and like it was successful. He did that with a lot of beats. I've seen him do that. So that's a simple setup. Now, when you have your laptop and DAW and a MIDI keyboard, then you have all this flexibility. And I shouldn't say MIDI keyboard, I say MIDI controller, because they have, keyboards. They have different kind of controllers. So, and one thing about the MIDI controllers is a lot of people are thinking, or people have told me this, like, how can you be portable with a MIDI controller? Because isn't that really big? Like, MIDI controllers come in all different shapes and sizes. I use a Akai MPK 25, and I can fit that in the same bag with the laptop and the Machine Micro. So there are small controllers, so that you can add that for flexibility. Another thing that people ask me about MIDI is if I just have the laptop, won't I need the inputs for MIDI, for the MIDI cables? And that's not necessarily true depending on what MIDI controller you have. Like with the MPK 25 that I have, the MIDI works through USB, so you don't need the actual MIDI in, MIDI out cables. You can use USB. So that's another thing I wanted to clear up. And another thing for being portable, you could use, I used to use the, I still use the MPC. I don't use it for portable reasons anymore, but like the MPC 1000, that's like a nice size. It's heavy, but it's portable. Like, it's just one unit. You're gonna have to have power supply. You're still gonna need power supply with a laptop eventually, because your battery will run out soon. But you can use the MPC. That's like one nice everything in one. You only carry in one thing. Another thing that I use now for my portable studio is the machine. Now, you can use the big machine and carry that with a laptop. You can get away with that, but the Machine Micro makes it even easier. So a machine and a laptop is that's a really good combination to carry around. And Akai, they make like the MPC Renaissance. I've never even seen one in person. I don't know how big that is. I know they made a smaller version of it, if I'm correct. And if anybody has any experience with the Renaissance or the other version they made, like, discuss that with us. I wanna know about those. I haven't got a chance to look into them yet. And another thing, the MPC, they made a 500. Never even touched that either. But I know it's a lot smaller, and a lot smaller than the 1000. So it didn't have all that bulk on it. And that's pretty much it for like the main thing you're gonna need. You will need headphones. That's one of the important things. Like, you can't be in the library banging out beats with the sound coming out your computer speakers all loud. So you want to get headphones. And for those that don't know, I'm sure somebody out there doesn't know, because I've been slow on a lot of things myself. So with the headphones, if you're using a laptop, you need the 1/8 inch stereo cord on, plug on the mic. That's what then people call it, the headphone jack. That's what I hear people call it. So you're gonna need that if you're using a laptop. Now, if you're using the MPC, you need the big stereo plug, the 1/4 inch. So, and any headphones that you buy, like especially the big headphones, they should come with an adapter. I'm not gonna say any of them, but a lot of the ones I bought came with the adapter. Some of them didn't. So that's one thing to check on. And another thing that you'll need is something to carry your studio in. So get you a bag. I did a video review. I'll put that in the description too, on the Gator backpack. That's working out well for me. I got the small one, and I can fit a 15-inch laptop, Machine Micro, the MPK 25, and all the necessary cables. And like, that's my portable studio for making beats. I don't even need all that, but it all fits. So find you a good bag. I'm curious to know what bags other people use, so discuss that with us. Let us know. So that is it for today's show. To sum it all up, as a beat maker, you can be fully portable. You can use your iPhone, your Android, you can use your tablet, you can use your laptop with or without a MIDI keyboard, or you can use other devices such as the machine and the MPC to make your studio portable. Thank you for listening. Make sure you keep checking out thelookout.com for dope content on the daily, and we will see you next time.
Devours, dividing what we false claiming as ours. The thought of my past gives a feeling of strong power. The unfortunate imbalance between the chemicals left me with that permanent scar across my ventricles. She said I'm into you, but her actions speaking differently. Left me to start second guessing my own mentally. Looking in the mirror, what do I see? Just a helpless nigga.